Okay, we are looking at Excel, skill 4.13, analyzing data with GoalSeek. GoalSeek is one of my new favorite toys in Excel. Basically, GoalSeek can be used to determine what a value should be on your spreadsheet in order to come up with a contrived value for a formula that you set. Let me just show you. You'll probably make more sense when you see it in action. I have a quick worksheet I put together here. It's kind of a house by a mortgage, getting a house kind of data on that. You can see a total cost of the house, a down payment, interest rate, number of years. Everything else is being calculated. You know, the loan amount is the cost minus the down payment. The payment uses the payment function based on these other values. PMI, or your private mortgage insurance, actually uses I put an if in there because that way I can say, well, if my down payment is less than 20% of the cost of the house, then I want to put that in there. Otherwise, I'm going to put 0 in. And then I divide that by 12 to give me the monthly amount for the mortgage insurance. I put property tax in there, which is based just on the cost of the house. So I have this total monthly cost that's being calculated. Now there's a lot of formulas going on. You know, 3 different cells are being added up to come up with this total monthly cost. This is using a payment function. This is using a simple subtraction. This has an if in it. Here's a simple multiplication. But let's say I have my worksheet. It's all laid out now. And I look at it and I say, okay, $150,000 house. I have $20,000 down that I want to put down. I can get a 3.5% interest rate, hopefully, and I'm going to get a 15-year loan. My total monthly cost is going to be $1,085.60. Now I do my budget and I look at it and I say, you know what, I can only afford $900 a month total cost. So how much house can I get? Or how much more down payment do I need? Or what about a lower interest rate or more years on my loan? What can I change to get that total monthly cost down? Now what I could do is I could come in here and say, well, what about 140,000? Well, that's 1,000. What about 130,000? 920, I'm closer. 125,000. Well, now I'm less than that. Let me just back that out. And this is where the GoalSeek comes into play, because you can tell Excel, I want this total monthly cost right here to be exactly $900. And I want you to change one of these fields or one of these values in the cells to whatever it needs to be to get that to be that way. And the way you do that is you select your cell on the data tab over here in the what if analysis, which is what if certain situations happened. You know, let me see the results. So click on that and GoalSeek is what you'll select. So I select GoalSeek. It says set cell. Right here, B10. Okay, yes, set B10. The next option is to value. So I set B10 to 900 by changing cell, and then I can select the cell I want. So let's say I haven't picked out the house yet, or I haven't decided on the cost. So I say, what's the total cost? If I change the total cost, what does that need to be in order for cell B10 to equal 900? When I hit OK, it sets 900 to me and it gives me my value here. I can hit OK to keep it or cancel to go back. If I hit OK, it says, okay, if you want a $900 total cost, you got $20,000 down, 3.5, 15 years, you can afford $127,568.14 for your home. Alright, and it works for all the other fields too. I can come back in and say, well, let me put this back to $150,000. I can come in here and say, well, what if I looked at my budget and really I can afford, you know, $1,200, but I have horrible credit. What kind of interest rate do I need to get that $1,200 a month? I hit OK. It says, oh, if you get a 5.23 interest rate, same, everything else being the same, you can afford, or your total monthly cost will be $1,200. So that's sort of how the data seeker works. Your code word for this lesson is going to be clock, C-L-O-C-K.